Okay, great. Awesome. Sirisha, it's an absolute pleasure to have you in the podcast. And I, first of all, I would like to apologize for the delayed schedule to have you on the podcast. Um,
Not at all a problem.
I've been flat out with a number of things, and about so many things like 99 songs, promotions, etc., etc. And then that's why there's been a delay. And also, this journey has been phenomenal with so many people coming on the podcast. So, this is something that I had never expected. So, sorry about the delay to have you on the podcast, but I'm super thrilled to have you. The D Day has arrived to have you on the podcast.
Thank you
Uh,
so. And yeah, not at all a problem. Even I've been looking forward to this, and I've also seen your work, like the number of interviews that you have been doing single-handedly. That's amazing.
Thank you so much. And I had to make a honest confession. So I think we have known each other for a couple of months now. I think 2.5, 3 months maybe. And so it was just before the 99 songs promotions, or just before that, or a week or two before, or a couple of weeks before that, actually. 4 weeks before that might be. I could be wrong, but that is when we probably kind of met each other. And I have to be honest. So I don't watch Super Singer. I don't watch Indian Idol. I don't watch any of the Indian shows at all. I'm being extremely honest. So I was completely unaware about you. I am sorry, but I wanted to be honest,
No.
right? And so your name popped up, and that is when I was, creating this group of all the singers with the army group that I was creating. So your name popped up, and then actually Shweta mentioned about you, and then I said, Shweta, who is Sirisha? I haven't heard. And he's like, what, man, you haven't heard? Haven't you seen Indian Idol? And I said, I'm sorry, I haven't. And she said, you have missed out on something. She's incredibly talented. She's one of my most favorites, and you have her on the podcast. She said that back then. And so I was
Sweet.
very intrigued when she said that you have to go watch the Indian Idol. So straight away, I think the next day itself, I fired up YouTube, and then Indian Idol and stuff, like everything came up. And I said Sirisha, right? And then I came across your YouTube channel as well, and I watched all your videos, and I have fallen in love with all the songs that you have sung. Absolutely amazing. And I'm not sure if you remember, during the Instagram live that we did as part of the 99 songs promotions, I
Yeah, I
said
do.
you're going to be the Shreya Ghoshal of the future. I'm not saying this to flatter, but you're so immensely talented, and I have absolutely loved your work. And so yeah, hence why I just wanted to be honest and then start off the conversation. So I've started to know you, your work, very very recently, and it's super amazing. I'm mind blown with the kind of work that you've done, and then beautifully done actually. And also congratulations for your cover that just released like 16 hours ago.
Yes, thank you so much. And on this note, Shweta ma'am has been like she was our judge in Super Singer, so I haven't seen someone so encouraging. Like she's extremely encouraging. Even Anu ma'am, Unni sir, Benny
Yeah.
sir. So I'm really blessed to have them as my judges and my mentors personally. And for that matter, I got to share the song with Shweta ma'am and Sharanya. That itself is a blessing. So
Yeah.
yeah, so nice that she spoke about me to you.
Yeah, and I'm very glad she did. And then it was probably meant to happen that way, because if she hadn't mentioned, I wouldn't have probably gone looking for you in on YouTube and stuff, and I wouldn't have probably known you. Like I probably would have come across you later, but the thing is, it would have been much more delayed to have you on the podcast. So I'm so thankful to Shweta, and then thankful to you. And then, of course, I think straight after that, we hit off as friends. And I have to say, massive thanks to you, because of the entire army of singers, you were the first one so forthcoming to help with all the ideas that I was coming up with, and I'm so so thankful to you. In fact, I even remember telling you this during the
Yes,
promotion.
yes.
I said you are the only one who does it so promptly.
Yes, I remember. So it's all like the love we have for Rahman sir, right? So
Yeah.
why not?
Thank you. Thank you so much once again. So, look, I'm very, very excited to have you on this journey. And look, I have various topics to dive into, but I would like to know because I mean, I would probably I am the exception who does not know much, but I would love to know what's been your childhood like, and then what's been your musical journey in your childhood, and when did you realize your passion, or when did your parents realize your passion, and what was the kind of support that they were giving you? I thought it would be nice to hear this, so if you can please share it.
Sure. So when I was 3.5 years old, that is when at home they realized that I can sing. At home, there is a proper musical environment.
Mm,
Nobody has taken music professionally,
mm,
but they all are interested. My grandfather is a poet, writer.
wow.
He writes stories and songs, everything in Telugu.
Yeah.
And my father writes stories and poems in Telugu and Hindi as well. So it's kind of a cultural family. So that is the reason me and my sister is also singer. So
Yeah.
we both were introduced to music. So I started taking music classes when I was 3.5 years old.
Wow.
Probably I used to sleep in my music class because I was too young, but I used to listen to what my sister used to sing and repeat.
Right.
So that is how it started. Later on, there were breaks, but I tried to make music as a part of my life in childhood. But later
Mm,
on, it went on to become my life. So when I decided music over my job, I finished my BTech in
mm,
information technology.
wow.
So then I got placed in few MNC companies,
Mm,
but I was like, no, I'll take up music. That is what I'm interested in. So. Uh,
beautiful.
in between, I had taken part in few reality shows in Telugu, like Super Singer, Saregamapa, and few others. So after that, I started my journey in Tamil. It was unexpected. So I came to Super Singer, Tamil, and then went on to Indian
Indian
Idol.
Idol. Yeah. So, and also when you said you started learning at the age of 3, right? Was it Carnatic music, is it, or what kind of music was it?
Yes, Carnatic music.
Right. Wow. Right. And do you want to mention about your guru or
Yes.
gurus?
Yeah, gurus. In fact, so I started learning from Upadhyaya Lakshmi ma'am in Raipur. I
Right.
was born in Raipur, Chhattisgarh. So I learned from Lakshmi ma'am. Then
Yeah.
we shifted to Vizag.
Yeah.
In Vishakhapatnam, first I started learning from Indra Kameshwari ma'am.
Mm.
Then I learned from Jogalamba ma'am.
Right. Right.
So, and I would also like to mention my Western teacher. I started learning Western maybe 1 year before. Yeah, one
Mm.
year ago. So, Augustine Paul sir, he
Nice.
is my Western classical teacher, and I started for few weeks Hindustani from Binati ma'am.
Very nice. Very nice. And do you have your favorite ragas and all?
Yes, I do have. Generally, I get inclined towards a little sorrow songs. I don't know why. Although I keep smiling all the time, but yeah, I love Charukeshi Ragam, and there are many ragas for that matter. But
Mm.
right now, Charukeshi is striking.
Nice. And maybe on that note, two lines of a Charukeshi Raga song. Or is it too early to ask you to sing?
No, no, that's fine. That's fine. So this is Rahman's composition itself. I love to sing this song. So yes.
Super.
Hmm. உதயா உதயா உணர்கிறேன் உயிராளுலகே எழுதுகிறேன் காதல் ஆ உன்னாலே தன்னாலே உன்னாலே தன்னாலே உதயா உதயா உணர்கிறேன் உயிரானுனையே எழுதுகிறேன் காதல் 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 உன் பாதை வாழ்கிறேன் என் பாதை தேகிறேன் உன்னாலே தன்னாலே என்னாலும் உதயா உதயா உணர்கிறேன் உயிராளுனையேன் எழுதுகிறேன் காதல் காதல்
Wow, magic, magic, beautiful,
Thank you.
beautiful. I stick to my words, what I said in the Instagram live, the future Shreya Ghoshal for sure.
Oh,
Amazing. I'm blown away with your voice.
big
Beautiful.
thank you.
How
Thank
do
you.
you get the diction so right? You speak Tamil very well, is it? Or you
I
learnt it?
I learned it after Super Singer. In fact, during Super Singer days, I didn't know how to talk. But after that, since I started getting shows, so I have been with Tamil people around during Super Singer, all my friends. So I learned from them. So now, இப்போ நான் நல்லா பேசுவேன் தமிழ்.
Nice. And one of your mentors and a very good friend had sent a note saying, நீங்க தமிழ் நல்லா கத்துட்டீங்களா? And that was Benny.
Oh,
Because
yes.
you remember I had put an Instagram story yesterday saying if you had any questions for Sirisha, she's coming on the podcast, and Benny had put a note there for you.
Oh, Benny sir. That's really sweet. Oh, Benny sir, நான் தமிழ் நல்லா கத்து ஐயோ
கத்துட்டேன்.
கத்துட்டேன். ஓகே. பென்னி சார்
No,
நான் தமிழ்
கத்துக்கிட்டேன்.
நல்லா கத்துட்டேன்.
No, it's கத்துக்கிட்டேன்.
தனுஷ் ஓ
Even I forgot now being a Tamilian myself. Yes. Okay, never
I
mind.
get confused
No,
sometimes.
yeah, I myself get confused.
Oh, then
And
I'm good.
in fact, when I remember for the first time ever when I spoke in Tamil with Sir, and immediately he asked, "You're an Iyer, right?" I said, "Ama, sir," because he
Why did you
straight away
say
picked it up from my accent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard few Ayers speak Wango, Panungo.
I don't go to that extent, but I think there is a hint of it when I talk. Like as
Okay.
much as I'm conscious of not revealing that, I think he caught me right in the first sentence. I still remember.
Oh, that's
I laughed when I said because that's the first time ever anyone has ever picked it up in the first instance, and we know Sir. So anyway, so yes, and so I would love to hear. So you finished your BTech and then took up some jobs and decided that you wanted to follow your passion, right?
I
Yeah.
didn't take up any job. I right away
Oh, you
continued.
did not even take it up. Okay, great. So you had offers, but you didn't take it.
Yes, I had
Got it.
offers.
Got it. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So from that point on, so the Super Singer thing happened after the few shows in Telugu, is it?
Yes.
Right. Right. How did you go about? Like, did they approach you, or you had to apply, or was that an application process? How does it work?
So basically for auditions we need to send our videos,
Mm.
like 2 Tamil songs, and send them. So it was all unexpected. I didn't even know that some competition like this is happening.
Mm.
It is through one of my friends who's also
Mm.
singer. I got to know that these auditions were happening.
Mm.
So he applied. He asked me to apply too. So I was like, for initially I was reluctant because I knew only one song in
Yeah.
Tamil, that too
Which
which
one
was
was
there
that?
in Singara Velane Deva.
Nice.
Because it is in Telugu, so I knew only that. That was the only song that I knew. So then, since I had to send two songs, I learned this Pupukku Mosai song,
Wow.
and I sent. But I was damn sure about it. Sorry, I was sure about it that I'm not gonna get selected for sure. So then suddenly I got a call, and they asked me to come for the next audition. Then I had what am I talking? Then I had to start, listening to Tamil songs and learning Tamil songs.
Mm.
So one good thing was most of the songs are also in Telugu.
Yeah,
So
of course.
yeah, so I knew the tune before, but I had to learn the songs. But it was very very hectic. All different. I mean, new songs. I had to learn most of the times during the
Mm.
show, so it
Mm.
was a very difficult period.
Right, right. And did you have to move to Chennai for that duration of the show? Is it? How was it?
Yeah, we were asked to move, but since I was studying, I was in my third year, I guess,
Mm.
third year or fourth year of engineering, so I
Mm.
couldn't shift. So I used to go up and down from Chennai to Vizag.
Wow.
So it was another difficulty added to the already difficult things that were there. Uh, so I used to start from Vizag Friday
Mm.
evening. I used to reach Chennai Sunday morning. Then training, rehearsal, shoot used to happen. Then I used to come back on Wednesday
Oh,
and
wow.
just go to college on Thursdays and Friday. Again come
Oh,
back. So
wow.
that is how I spent maybe 6 months, five
Yeah,
months of, and
amazing.
in between there were exams. So I think Benny sir, he remembers still. I one day I had to finish my exam, come for the rehearsal, finish my shoot, go back and write an exam. So that's how it was, and I used to read in
In
between the
the
shoots.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, so Benny sir used to ask, "Did you finish that chapter? How many chapters left?" So yeah,
Benny is like that for sure. Yes.
yes, he is amazing rock star. Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. What are some of the memories of Super Singer that you would like to share? What comes to your mind when I say Super Singer?
I think Super Singer is a turning point of my life. Before that, it music was just a kind of a hobby.
Yeah.
But after Super Singer, I realized that music is my, dream, my life. So that's how important Super Singer was to me.
Mm.
So there are many memories associated with Super Singer. I can't name one. There are a lot of memories, but the very first thing is on January 13th, I guess the shoot started for Super Singer, and
Mm.
January 12th there was a live show in Chennai.
Mm.
I'm not sure with the dates.
Yeah.
Let's not go with the dates. So in January, our first shoot, grand launch of Super Singer happened.
Mm.
Just the before day, there was ARR live show. So I happened to be in the audience of that live show that day. So I watched Rahman sir live for the first ever time during that day, and the very next day he was on our Super Singer set, and he was listening to our songs. So it was so unreal. I couldn't even, you know understand what was happening. It
Mm.
was all so fast.
Mm.
And another thing was, people around me were really anxious, like, my god, Rahman sir is coming. But for me, it is like, there'll be a dream, there'll be something beyond dream.
Yeah.
So singing in movies is a dream, singing for Rahman sir is beyond a dream. So I never expected that would happen. And uh, Rahman sir would come for Super Singer, I would sing before him, he would call me to the studio. That it was never expected. So after the grand launch episode, I sang Singara Velane Deva in that episode. So after that, there is a starting humming. There's a humming in the start. So Unis sir asked me to repeat it because he
Mm.
liked it.
Mm.
And after that, Rahman sir gave a comment. Uh, எல்லா டைம்ல கரெக்டா லேண்ட் பண்றீங்க. So initially when he said that, I didn't understand whether he praised me or he mentioned something that is bad. So I was asking the girl beside me, what did he say? Did he scold? So எனக்கு சுத்தமா தமிழ் தெரியாது அந்த டைம்ல. So that is when he asked, "தமிழ் தெரியாதா?" I said, "தெரியாது sir." Then he was like, "No problem. Music is a universal language."
Beautiful. Very
So
nice.
that was the first ever encounter. I mean, I should not say encounter. That was the first ever time I saw him and I sang before him.
Yeah.
Then again, there were many memorable moments.
Mm.
I have to mention Unni sir, Anu ma'am, Anuradha Sriram ma'am, Shweta ma'am, Benny sir are the best ever mentors. They used to encourage us so much, and
Mm.
after each and every song, they used to detail in detail they used to explain where we went wrong and what needs to be corrected.
Amazing.
So avlo encouragement and avlo time, I have never seen any from
Mm.
any other judge of any other
Mm.
reality show. So and again, when during top 10, Rahman sir came as a again guest. He has come as a guest. So then that is when the magical moment of Malargal K10 happened. um,
Mm.
I don't know if you have seen the video. I don't think you might have. You must have seen.
He played the piano for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yes.
saw. So,
I told you I watched everything.
oh, that's amazing. So that is
But tell
when.
me, talk about it. I would love to hear your perspective.
After I sang a duet song, Kuruk Chirtavale, then Anu ma'am, she said, Sirisha has an angelic voice. She wants to sing two lines before you.
Hmm.
So then he said, Enna song? Na vasika pore ungalku. My
Wow.
God, I was gone. I was literally shivering that day.
Hmm.
Then he played, and I think that was one of the biggest blessings that I've ever got in
Beautiful.
life. So
Beautiful.
yeah, that was a beautiful feeling, and I didn't even realize what was happening there.
Yeah. Yeah.
After everything happened, and after I watched the video, then I got to realize how big a blessing it is.
Beautiful.
Then after that, he called me to the studio. So all amazing things started happening only after Super
Super
Singer in my
singer.
life.
Beautiful. Amazing. Just a couple of things. Is one, I would love you to sing Singara Villain, at least two lines. Uh,
Singara Velane Deva.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Just a second.
Including the humming that Uni sir
Yeah,
said.
yeah, definitely. சிங்காரவேலனே தேவா அருள் சிங்காரவேலனே தேவா அருள் சீராடும் மார்போடு வா வா சிங்காரவேலனே தேவா சிந்தூரில் நின்றாடும் தேவா திருச்செந்தூரில் நின்றாடும் தேவா முல்லை சிரிப்போடும் முகத்தோடு நீ வா வா அருள் சிங்கார வேணனே தேவா.
Beautiful. Just like sir said, correcta land பண்றீங்க.
Thank you.
No, beautiful. Yeah, amazing. No wonder Uni sir asked you to sing right from the humming part.
Thank you so much.
Right, amazing. And then, so life kind of changed after Super Singer. And what did your parents have to say? How did they feel?
They felt really happy. In fact, they don't have any idea about how the field is, or
Right.
how the industry works.
Mm,
So they're mostly unaware of it, but still they have always encouraged me in every step of my
mm,
journey in music. Even now they're encouraging me a lot.
mm,
So initially when I refused to take up my job, initially they felt that it might be a wrong step, because considering the fact that music industry now is, I mean, as an artist, it is not that stable
Yeah,
right now, but it comes to any artistic field
for
nowadays.
sure.
So yeah, I felt it is important to take up what I'm interested in. So they
Follow your
encouraged me.
passion.
Yeah, they are there for me always.
Amazing. And of course, yeah. And so Sir came, and then he played for you, and then he invited you to the studio. I would love to hear that part now. I like going in the chronological order. If you see, if you have observed, this is how
Yes,
I'm.
yes.
I like to hear stories like this. It's amazing.
That's so. Yeah. First of all, let me tell you, I'm not good at talking and expressing stuff. You might have observed it.
No, 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 not at all. You're very
So
good.
kindly excuse.
No, no, you're very good. Keep going.
No, thank you. So yeah, I got my first chance from Rahman sir immediately after I got eliminated in Super Singer. So after I didn't get
Yeah.
votes. So at top 7 or 8 position, I got eliminated. So immediately after that,
Mm.
I got a call from the office saying you sir wants to listen to you.
Wow.
So I was totally scared. Like I already told you, whenever I see him, that attention comes out of the respect that I have for him.
Correct. Correct.
So I was totally scared, but thank God Srinivas sir was there. Srini sir was there
Yeah.
in the studio. So he was like totally like, Sirisha, no, don't get tense. Everything will be fine.
Mm.
So immediately after I came, he remembered my name. He said, Sirisha, how are you? My God. So I'm fine. So then he asked me to sit and he made me, repeat a song. The first ever time I sang for him was, um, it's not like sang for him, but I was present in that recording session of Harmony series on Amazon, if you
Yeah.
remember.
Of course, I've watched it a
Of
million
course,
times.
of course. Sorry, you would
No, no.
remember. No.
And you were part of Manmojme, right?
Yes. Oh,
Hey,
you
come on,
remember
Sirisha.
everything.
I'm doing the ARR podcast. I'm just
Yes, true for that. So yeah, that was when yeah, he asked me to sing Man Moj Mein a few times, and instead of Moj I said Moz or something. Then he corrected me, I remember very well.
Oh,
Then he asked me to go and record. So Srini sir was there, and I recorded. Then we stayed there for few days, but I couldn't record after that. Then exactly when I was coming back from Chennai to Vizag, I got a call. Sir is calling you. So I was like, I totally cried that day. I was full on crying, and I was like, fighting with my father, saying, see, if I would have been in Chennai, I wouldn't have missed this opportunity. Because of you, I'm missing this opportunity. So that is how I tried to convince him to make me shift to Chennai. So later on, that happened.
yeah, yeah.
Later on, I stayed in Vizag for few months. Then I was kind of in dilemma what to do in life,
Mm,
because I was getting shows. I was traveling from Vizag to Chennai every now
mm,
and then. So, and not only because of shows, I wanted to learn music.
right.
The music scene in Chennai is amazing.
Yeah,
Like in every street or every house there is music.
yeah.
So I felt there is a need for me to be in that music
Mm,
energy all the time.
mm,
So I tried to convince my parents a lot, but they didn't. Initially, they didn't send me, but
mm.
later on, when my sister got selected for a reality show, then they sent me along with her.
Okay.
So that is when I shifted to Chennai. Later on, I stayed in Chennai for 10 months.
Right.
So even during that time, I got to sing few tracks for Rahman sir,
Mm,
and then I sang Madare
right.
Manini song.
Of course. Of course.
I
Very
think
nice.
I sang 99 songs okay, in the Seemanthapoo song before Madara, I guess, if
It
I'm
would
not
have
wrong.
been because 99
I
songs
recorded
has been
long
in the
back.
making for a while.
Yes, yes. So I
Yeah.
remember recording Seemanthapoo and Puva Malli Seva, and
Mm,
I also sang the tracks for both the songs
beautiful.
in Tamil and Telugu. So I remember when Shweta ma'am came, she was asking me the meaning of Telugu words. So during the recording
Yeah,
session,
correct.
so
She sang the Telugu, right? Yeah,
yeah. And like you said, she is a perfectionist.
she is. She is.
Amazing.
And
An
I,
inspiration.
I am nervous as hell to edit her podcast, to be honest with you, because
Mhm.
uh, uh, I'm sure, regardless of the amount of effort that I would put to edit her podcast and send it to her for review before I release it, she will still not be happy. And so it is going to be a journey for me. Anyway, so, but what I'm trying to say is she's a super, super perfectionist. Yeah.
Yes.
And in every aspect, that's the best part.
Is extremely hardworking.
Yeah.
Like the video we did no for
Or the cover thing.
yeah, the cover video. She literally wrote all our portions, what we have to sing, and what will be the
Mm.
a cappella portion. Everything she noted down. She
Yeah.
followed
Yeah.
through completely, and she was the one who led that cover.
Very
So
nice.
she's extremely hardworking.
Yeah, for sure. And she was very dedicated for that, especially. And then
Yes.
that's why, I mean, I mean, she was looking for help for the engineer to help and then could not find someone. And then that's when
Haha,
I got
yes,
in and
yes,
I
I
spoke to
remember.
Nakul, and Nakul was very happy to step in and help. So I'm very glad it came out very well. So you
Yes,
guys did a brilliant job. I have watched it so many times and it was received very, very well during 99 songs
yes,
promotions.
thank you. And I don't know if I should mention this. During that time, I was COVID positive when I
Oh,
recorded that cover.
really?
So I think you might have seen on my face, I was literally pale during that time.
Wow.
I was positive during that time, and still I was. No, I have to do this video. In fact, I told Shweta ma'am, she said, it's okay, you can rest if you're not able to do it. Then I was like, no, I want to be a part of it. I'll somehow
Wow.
record it. So I recorded when I was, you know,
Wow.
getting that.
My goodness. And you even still did the Instagram live and you're doing
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
promotion stuff that we kept pushing on, saying, do
Yes,
this, do this,
because
do this.
during that time, if I isolate myself, it is even more difficult for me. Since I was interacting with you all and I was
Yeah.
quite normal, maybe I could recover faster.
Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing.
so that will also be a memory. Okay, I recorded that Seemanthapoo cover during COVID time.
It was a good one. Like it was, in a way, it was very good because this whole 99 songs promotions, I myself made a number of new friends, including yourself again. And then that was a good, nice few weeks. And then some of
Yes,
them
yes,
messaged
yes.
me after the movie got released saying we're missing out on the army
Ah,
group.
yes. True, true. And I really can't describe how much effort you all have, especially you have put into promoting. I have seen each and every poster, every, message, everything regarding 99 songs. That is really so amazing.
No, the
So,
thing is, I mean, no, thank you. No, the thing is, I mean, we as fans, if we, and this is Sir's dream project, and when you recorded Seemanthapoo, right? And then all the tracks and all. Since how long Sir has been working, and even before you recorded, he's been working on that. It's been a journey for him for a while, and that's his dream project. It's releasing. And if we as fans don't come forward and do our bit, at least in a very small way, in a minuscule way, then what's the point in calling ourselves fans? So I that's why, I mean, I just wanted to do absolutely anything. And I was barely getting 2 hours of sleep or something those 3 to 4 weeks with all the work and everything. And then, but still, it was worthwhile. I felt very happy the way movie was received. And yeah, anyway, Sir was happy. Anyway, so super singer, recording with Sir, and of course that's a milestone itself, right? Amazing. And then now coming over to Indian Idol, what are the memories that comes to your mind? And once again, Sir was also in this, no?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
But I was not there. I got eliminated then. immediately the next episode he has come for the promotion.
Yeah, yeah, right. And what memories does come to you, comes to you for about Indian Idol?
So yeah, so after I came back from Chennai, so I came back from Chennai during March during the lockdown time.
Yeah, yeah,
Luckily, I thought I would stay in Vizag for 1 week and I'll go back, but
yeah.
it's been 1.5 years. I'm still in Vizag. I couldn't go back to Chennai. So during that time, I was kind of like we all are low. We all were low during that time, right? Because of whatever is happening in the world. So suddenly there was a call.
Mm,
Indian Idol auditions are going on. Since 2 3 years, I have been getting these calls for auditions.
mm,
Generally, they'll have a list of singers
mm,
and they'll keep calling if they are
mm,
interested to come.
mm,
So that time also I was reluctant because I don't know if they at home they would allow me to go to
mm,
Mumbai and stay
mm,
during this
mm.
time. So I was not sure about it, but again I recorded a video because that no, I think I sent them a pre-recorded video that I already
Right,
had.
right.
I sang long time before, and then they said no, you are selected for the next round. So
Wow.
it's a Zoom call audition.
Yeah,
And okay, I was like, anyways, it is a Zoom call audition. I don't need to go anywhere. Let's do
yeah,
it. I didn't
yeah.
even tell anybody at home.
Oh,
I normally, like, just like how I practice, I sang in front of them, and
yeah,
even they said, okay, next. So they
right.
moved on after I sang.
Yeah,
So I thought, okay, I didn't get selected.
yeah,
That's fine. But then after few days, I got a call that
yeah,
there'll be auditions in Mumbai. I'll have to come.
yeah, yeah.
So then it was a tough time for me because I had to tell my parents कि I took part in this and did the audition also.
Mm,
So then they scolded me a bit. कि why did you do it without telling us? Then I somehow I convinced them this is the only time I'll go to Mumbai. After this, even if I get selected, I'll not go. That's what
mm,
I said.
mm,
But after that, I got selected and I convinced my parents. They were initially calling everybody and asking, is it safe in Mumbai?
mm.
How is the scene and everything? But later on, it just happened. I think it's
Yeah,
meant to happen, so it
yeah.
happened.
Amazing.
Then, after going there, the best thing is again the coaches we had
Yeah,
there we got a training for 1 month before the show started, so that was the best ever period. I got to learn so much,
beautiful.
and I stayed in musical energy that I always wished for. Like everywhere there is music,
Mm,
everybody is equally passionate for
mm,
music, so
mm.
that itself lifted all our spirits, and we used to practice a lot. Then the grand launch happened, and
Okay.
yeah.
And amazing. I mean, obviously, each of these stages it has been more like a milestone by itself, right? When I think about it now, life has obviously changed with Super Singer, and then adding on, it was more like Indian Idol was more like a cherry on the thing, right? Cherry on top, and then um, you had a fan following. Obviously your Instagram followers shot up, and so heaps and heaps of direct messages that you would have received, and I myself received nearly 55 requests and questions to ask you when I
Oh.
told them that you're coming on the podcast, and they were all your fans. I can tell you, because they were all coming from your profile to mine to message and then go back, and they shot
Oh.
so many questions. So I was going to ask, how did it feel all of a sudden, these many followers and people wanting to speak to you and asking you questions? How did you go about dealing with it?
So I first of all I feel so humbled because see, for an artist, we know how important that encouragement from the
Mm,
audience is.
mm,
Like when we sing on stage, their claps mean a lot to us.
yeah.
Their cheers mean a lot to us. So as an artist, I feel we are extremely blessed to be standing on stage in front of so many people who love us. So I have huge respect to each and everybody who is following my account. So I try to reply to most of them because I feel they spend a lot of time just watching my videos and replying. So of course I'll not be able to reply each and everyone. It is a difficult task, but yeah, there is lot of love pouring. First of all, initially when I sang in Telugu reality shows, this social media scene was not there, so
Right.
people didn't connect to me through this.
Right.
But after I sang in Super Singer, so even if you check now, most of my followers will be from Tamil, Chennai,
Beautiful.
Madurai, all this side,
Yeah.
because they have seen me on Super Singer and they loved me so much.
Mm.
And then after going to Indian Idol, I got the worldwide, I should say, that
For
recognition
sure.
and love.
For
So
sure.
I'm really blessed. That's what I've
You
got to
deserve
say.
it. You deserve much more, and there's more to come for sure. Mark my words. And you remember this. And few years down the line, when you become even more famous and extremely popular, then I'll invite you on the podcast again. You shouldn't say no. And I'll tell you, see, I told you 3 years ago, 4 years ago about this.
That's really sweet. Thank you. And of course, I would love to be here because, it feels so good talking to someone who is extremely energetic. And I've seen that in you right from the first day. I should say this, like, very, what to say, always energetic. That's what I remember when I think I saved your number in my phone as Chandarji loves ARR.
Yeah, I
Just tell
think Sir also mentioned in one of the catch up saying you have a very infectious uh, enthusiasm level, and that's what he said. I said, sir,
true.
it's
That's
probably
the
coming from you.
word. Yes. Yes, infectious. That is what.
uh, However, what I did also want to ask you, or rather, no, this is something that I wanted to tell you, not ask you. You did the Seemanthapoo cover along with Shweta, Jonita, and Charanya, right? And you, in fact, Shweta asked me how to go about even releasing it, and I said the best is, even she had that idea where you all release it on your own YouTube channels and stuff, which you did. I don't know
Yes.
if you had noticed, the reason why I wanted to mention this is because your fans are very, very loyal to you and treasure them because you had the most number of views than anyone else.
Yes, yes. I think Shweta ma'am mentioned this to me in like we were chatting, and then I think she said,
Yeah.
yes.
You had
So
the most number of views within a day or few hours itself. It was just
yes,
spiking up. And not that I was wanting to see who was getting most views, but I was just curious because
yes, yes.
each of you are super popular and extremely talented, and I was just thinking, okay, if it was a competition, who was going to get the most number of views? And yours was just spiking up, and then I said, okay, this is her fans being super loyal.
Very true. That's actually you said the right thing. They're extremely loyal. Whatever, in whichever language I post, I get the same amount of love from them.
Mm,
I think I'm extremely lucky. I have God's hand on me.
for
That's what
sure.
I feel so
For
grateful.
sure. And in fact, as I told you, I had nearly got like 50 requests and questions and messages from your fans. But I took screenshots of a couple of them. I'll share it with you later so that you can have a look and smile.
Definitely.
I think one of them even asked, Sirisha ji, I want a selfie with you, and so many smileys and everything.
Oh my God.
Anyway, look, I told you that I started watching all your videos, especially on your channel. There's one that stuck in my head. Actually, there are a couple. One is Bhare Naina. Have I pronounced it
Oh,
right?
Bhare Naina.
Bhare Naina. Yes. It amazing. I mean, the way you started off itself was beautiful. I know it's a non-ARR thing, but I love it. The way, especially you guys came up with that, right? And then I liked your attitude in that too, right? The way it's been picturized and the way it has been produced also, I quite liked it. And
Wow.
it was stuck. it was stuck, like, because that's the first time ever I've even heard that song. Okay,
Okay.
it's probably news to you. I don't usually listen to anything other than Sir's music, so I'll be completely unaware if you had to tell me someone else's song, and I would not have a clue about Ilayaraja Sir's songs either. Even probably one or two songs I might just have heard, but I have no clue. But I only listen to Sir's music, and I would be completely unaware. I'm being honest here,
I
but
mean, not even the old songs or anything. Only Rahman sirs.
that's it.
You
24
are
bar
the
7.
truest ever fan of
24 bar
Rahman sir.
7. And so I mean, it's the thing is, I mean, I have not found a need to listen to anyone, any other music rather. That's probably the right thing to say. And for me, day in and day out, 24 bar 7, it is Sir's music. While I'm working, the Sir's music is running. And while I'm working out in my gym, Sir's music. I got all the high energy tracks. When I go out for running, Sir's music, stuff like that. But it works for me. I know I might be missing on something, I may be, but I'm not worried. But it just works for me. So I'm sure there'll be many others who probably might be doing something like this. But however, what I wanted to say was, with that said, I heard that song for the first time on your thing, and then I quite liked it. As in, I like the way it was executed, I like the way it was sung, and like the way it was produced as well. So would love to hear about that, and also maybe two lines at the end of it, if you don't mind.
Sure, sure. So that song I recorded long back, I think before Super Singer itself.
Mm,
But it has been in the library since a long time. I couldn't
yeah,
give it for arrangement,
yeah,
and I didn't bring that song out.
yeah,
So later on during this lockdown itself, I was searching for what all songs that are pending.
yeah.
Then I found this out, and there is my very good friend Sterling Nitya. She stays in Chennai. She
Mm,
is an all-rounder, I should say. She's teaching music,
mm.
and she is also a keyboard player, a piano. Sorry, she's a pianist. She hates if I say keyboard player. She's a
Should I
she's a
keep that in the
pianist.
podcast? I'm just
No,
joking.
no, please.
I'll release it as a teaser.
You'll win for sure. So
Yeah,
she's a pianist, a classical guitar player, and clarinet player, and she produces music, she composes, she
yeah,
writes songs. So she's an all-rounder, like I said. So she's a very close friend of mine. So I gave the song to her. This is, like you said, a very different song. This
yeah,
is,
yeah,
even if you listen to the original song, the tone of that original singer is also very, I should say, rusty kind of
mm, mm,
tone she
mm,
has.
mm,
So I thought it would be different if Sterling arranges for it.
mm.
So I felt really happy that it came out so different. So the
It was
credit
very good.
goes to my
Yeah, I
friend.
mean, the way you started Q, I was so stuck with that Q word. It kept humming in my head, and even while making coffee and stuff. And then I quite liked it. I mean, it was very well done.
That's so sweet. And I'm so glad that you observed all this. Like you said, I mean, generally people just watch the covers and they don't think about it so much. But you're mentioning the words and the lines that you liked.
Yeah, I mean, look, isn't that the way you would listen to music, though? I mean,
Of course it is.
but that, especially that one, it was. I think it was magical. One of your best, for sure.
Mhm.
From my perspective, there are many more for sure, but I personally love it.
Thank you. Hmm, क्यों न बोले मुझसे मोहन, क्यों है रूठे रूठे मोहन यूं, कैसे मनाऊं, हाय कैसे मनाऊं, क्यों न बोले मुझसे मोहन, क्यों है रूठे रूठे मोहन, क्यों कैसे मनाऊं, हाय कैसे मनाऊं, उन बिन कटे न रहना, उन बिन आवे ना एक पल चैना, उन बिन जीऊं तो कैसे मैं जीऊं, है भरे झरे नैना भरे मोरे नैना झरे मोरे नैना मोहे नैना सुने नहीं कहना भरे मोरे नैना.
Beautiful, well done, amazing. Is definitely one of my favorites for sure. And so cool. Look, we are heading towards the end of the podcast. Just few tiny bits to chat about and wrap it up. Super easy question. Top five songs of Sir
It
that
is
you like.
not easy at all.
Hey,
I
super
have
easy. Come on, I can tell you like this. My five,
I
and I'll
have
struggle.
I have thousands of songs that I love. That is the problem. So, okay.
That's the problem with everyone.
Very true. Very true.
So I think one of the guests came. I don't know if you know Nazif. Uh,
I know. I know.
you know him, right? So
Huh.
he was on the podcast too. And then I told him, okay, Nazif, top five songs. And he said, okay, you answer first. And then I started thinking, he said, this is what will happen to me also.
Yeah, it is very difficult. But I can tell the recent addictions. I have um, I have been listening to Anbe Sugama yesterday the whole
Wow,
day. I don't know
beautiful.
why. Of course, I know why because I love that song. But
Srini sir
that
will be
is
so happy.
yes. He is another amazing singer that I admire.
And an
His
amazing human
voice
being too.
itself is magical.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, and he is amazing. So I
And
have
I
my
told you,
top.
right? Sharanya is coming on the podcast tomorrow.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
You told me.
I'll tell her about this song.
Yes, please do. And she is also very sweet. I
Super
met her
sweet.
for the first time during this song, Seemanthapoo song
Oh,
recording.
yeah? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Nice.
very sweet.
I met her at her place. When this car number plate BMW thing and all happened a few
Mm-hmm.
years back, and then Srini sir had invited me home. And then I had traveled to Chennai for sir's concert, and then
Mm-hmm.
Srini sir had invited me home, and that is when this was in 2017. Yeah, 2017, 2018. I can't remember. So that was when I met Sharanya at home. So,
Oh,
yeah. Anyway, so song number two.
Nenje Nenje.
Wow, that's a beautiful song.
Yeah, especially when the second stanza, before that second stanza, the BGM which comes,
Yeah,
I can't listen to that song without crying.
yeah.
That is
Something does
impossible.
happen.
What a song it is. And
Yeah.
I love Khulke Jeene Ka and the entire album of Dil Bechara. And
I was listening to it this morning, and the Dil Bechara, the title track, it just makes me dance for some reason whenever I'm like making my coffee. This morning I was listening to it. You won't believe it, and I was just tapping my feet rather, and it's so magical. Yes,
so only after listening to Rahman's music, I thought music has the power to make us do anything like cry, smile, feel motivated, feel lost, feel happy, feel sad, feel blank, and meditate,
I can
what
relate.
not.
I can relate.
So yes, and yeah, even I love the sounding of Dil Bechara's entire album. So it
Yeah,
is magical.
yeah.
And okay, I think three are
Three are
okay.
done. Three.
This is a very difficult question. How should I? Yes, this song. ఏదో ఏదో నాలో పులకింత కలిగే. I love this song. And
Beautiful.
I just remembered another incident about this song.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to Sir's studio once, he was composing Unakaga song.
Mm.
So I was sitting there. So suddenly Srini sir said that I look like the singer of this song, Gopika Purnima, who sang Edo Edo
Oh,
song.
oh, wow.
So Rahman sir looked at me and she said, sorry, Rahman sir looked at me and he said, no. So he didn't feel that way. So yeah, actually,
Correct.
she is my relative,
Okay.
the one who sang this song. So
Did you
yeah,
tell her about this?
no, I couldn't meet her after that,
She
but
will
she
come
is
to know
very
via this podcast anyway. Don't worry.
yeah. Yeah, she's a distant relative of mine.
Yeah, yeah.
So, then another song, Kandu Kundin Kandu
Wow.
Kundin. Yeah, it is actually injustice to other thousands, crores, lakhs, crores of songs that I love. I'm so sorry to all those songs.
Oh, this is so beautiful. Very well done. Amazing. Right. So, so that you five songs, right? Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. And the last thing, uh, you have had the interactions with Super Singer, and then in the studio, and then 99 songs, and during the recordings, etc., etc., and many more to come. Heaps more to come. No doubt about it. It'll happen. And so, with that said, two options for you. One is you can either dedicate a song to Sir and you can sing it now, or you can share a message for him, which you can say now. Both two options for you. You can choose whatever you like, or
Wow.
both together. It's totally yours. It's your podcast.
Um, I think I want to say a line through a song, of course.
Wow.
So, uh, like you all know, this is the song I sang before him, but the meaning of one of the lines, I think you would get to know once I start singing. I think I have few things to show you actually.
Oh,
This one.
wait. I'll also show you then.
Yeah, yeah. I'll start recording. Then I knew you would obviously have this.
And
How many times?
Sir's autographed version is in my puja room.
Oh my
So,
god,
so
that's
this
awesome.
one, there's a story with this. Uh, yeah, you'd have
Okay.
seen my ARR room in my previous podcast and all, so I don't want to show you
Yes.
again. So with this one, when this book released, it was obviously available only in India, and international shipping was not available in Amazon as well, and other stores I can't remember. So, and I was dying to read this, and there was no electronic copy of this. So I was very, very disappointed. And then I was like, just kept thinking what to do. And then my birthday was coming up in a couple of weeks. And then I just thought, okay, you know what? Without feeling embarrassed, I'll just ask. So I called up my brother and I told him, can you please buy this book and courier it to me? So the cost of the book was around 495 or 500 rupees or something. And he spent like 3000 rupees to courier. And
Oh
he
my
was like, he said to me, டேய் நான் உன்ன மாதிரி ஒரு பைத்தியக்காரன் நான் பார்த்ததே இல்லடா. And I said, bro, you have no idea what this book means to me. So I have treasured it, and I've kept it so safely,
god.
and I've read it so many times. And then I made a trip to India for the Chennai concert. That was in 2018, then 2018,
Yeah,
2018, 2018,
2018. I was
2018.
also there in the audience, no?
Abdiya, I was like
Oh,
in like the first, second row. And
I was far behind.
is
And
it?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, keep going.
No, and I have to mention this. The next year, when like last year when there was a live show, I got to be a part of that, and I was in the
So cool.
chorus on stage. So
So
it
cool.
felt so surreal. Like previously,
Beautiful.
I was in the audience. Now I got to be on stage. That itself is a
Yeah.
big thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
had come there, and then the day before the concert, sir had invited me to meet him at KM. So I met him the day before at KM, and wow, so amazing. I still remember he was wearing a white shirt and blue jeans that day. And it just came out, and the aura that he brought, the as soon as like it hit me on my face like straight as soon as he came out of the room. We were on the rooftop, KM, for rehearsals for the concert. That's where I
Hmm.
met Benny, Harichar, and everyone. We were like hanging out on the terrace. They were all amazed. Why would you come all the way from Australia? I said, man, I will do anything for sir. And So they asked, okay, you came only for this 1 day, 2 days. I said, I literally took 1 day leave so that I can club it with the Saturday, Sunday, and then I can go back. So right after the concert, in a few hours, I have a flight to catch. So
Oh.
anyway, so I came for that concert, and then after I reached Chennai, I realized that I forgot to get this book. And then I was like, oh my god, I wanted to get it signed by Sir. So I straight away, I had no clue which shopping mall to go, where to go buy a book in Chennai, and because I never spent much time in Chennai, only like flash visits 1 2 days in the past, and then I actually had to put a status update on Facebook, and all Sir's fans commented saying, "No, go to this shop, you'll get it." So I went to this shopping center. I can't remember the name. No, I can't remember. So there was this bookstore there, and they only had one copy of this book, which was I felt like it was reserved for me. So
Yes,
I
yes.
got that, and then Sir signed it for me, and I've treasured it,
Wow.
and I found it it's very sacred for me because Sir has touched it, so it's in my puja room. That's why I'm not kept it here. So this extra copy is in my ARR room. So now you tell me about you wanted to show me the book, and you had a story behind it.
Yes, kind of. I mean, everything has a story. So my story behind the book was, I couldn't find it online. It was not
Yeah,
available. It was shown, but when I am trying to buy it, it didn't happen
yeah,
somehow. So I was like, I have to read the book somehow. So I
yeah.
have to get it. So I asked my friend. So he bought it in Chennai. Then I went when I shifted to Chennai. Then I got it.
Wow,
So that's it. And
so beautiful.
immediately within 2 days, not I think one or
Yeah.
2 days, I finished it.
Very nice. Now, you know what? Hold that book and we'll take a virtual picture. You just hold it.
Yes. This is another treasure that I have.
Oh, wow. So beautiful. Oh my God.
And
Hey, Biggle. Oh, yeah. Did you get
yes,
him to sign? Oh,
I
the
got
Biggle.
to.
Ah, artist.
Uh,
Oh, so cool. Can you just bring it closer? I'll take a picture. Yeah, great.
so this is when I got to be in the chorus for ARR Live,
Beautiful.
and the one on right side is when I got to sing in the Biggle audio launch. I think I
So
didn't
cool.
mention that. I got to sing in the audio launch function along with Chinmay ma'am and Madhura.
So cool.
So
Very nice. Beautiful.
amazing feeling. And
Beautiful.
there are few things that I noted down but I forgot to tell. So let me tell you now. So
Go for it.
on my birthday, I got a call from AR sir's office calling me for a recording, and I was back in Vizag. I missed it so badly, and that day you won't believe how much I cried.
Oh, no.
Like, I have missed few important opportunities that I would have gotten, so that made me feel so bad. But each and every time I feel bad, I remember what sir said to me, many more to come. Like when
Correct.
I said this is the best ever moment of my life after the Malagal Ketan incident, then he said many more to come. Best moments are yet to come. So that is what I try to remember. So
Mm.
yeah, it
And
would
when
have.
he says he will keep up the word, Sirisha, you would have probably noticed it already. Sir remembers everything. Yeah.
So this is the line I want to literally say
Convey as a
to.
message.
Yes. எதைனா கேட்பின் உனையே தருவாய் எதை நான் கேட்பின் உனையே தருவாய் மலர்கள் கேட்டேன் வனமே தந்தனை தண்ணீர் கேட்டேன் அமுதம் தந்தனை மலர்கள் கேட்டேன் வனமே தந்தனை தண்ணீர் கேட்டேன் அமுதம் தந்தனை எதை நான் கேட்பின் ஆ, எதை நான் கேட்பின் Ga ma ga ma ri ma ga ri sa ni re sa. Pa ma ga ma da ma ga ri sa ni re sa. Ga ma sa ni sa da ni ma da ga ma ri ga sa. Ni sa da ni sa. Ni sa ma ga ga. Ni sa pa ma ma ga. Sa ni sa ga ma ga. Ri ni da ma ma ga. Ga ma ga 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 ma ri ga ni ga ri ma ga ri sa. Pa ma da ma ni da ni ma da ga ma ri ga sa. மலர்கள் கேட்டேன் வனமே தந்தனை தண்ணீர் கேட்டேன் அமிர்தம் தந்தனை.
Beautiful, so melodious, amazing.
Thank you so much.
God bless Sirisha. I mean, I really want you to excel so much and beat all the records and make your parents super proud and make your friends like me and thousands and millions of others proud. All your fans, loyal fans, and make them proud because they love you so much. And yeah, I mean, uh, your parents are very lucky to have you for sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I want you to sing a lot for Sir because he obviously likes your voice and this particular song. Have you had the opportunity to meet Chitra ma'am at all?
Yes, I met her even during the Telugu reality show.
Yeah, okay.
She is my she was my judge, and
Have you
like a
sung
lot of.
this one? Have you sung this one in front of her?
No, I haven't sung this
Yeah.
song. In fact, in Indian Idol, I was fondly called by everybody as Junior Chitra Amma.
Mm,
So, I mean, of course, I'm nowhere near to her. I
mm,
know that, but still, people found some similarity um in my voice and Chitra Amma's voice in
absolutely.
my voice. So, uh, that is a very big compliment, I should say. So, even if I am 0.5% close to Chitramma singing, not
Mm,
voice, that
mm.
itself is a very big compliment for me.
So amazing. So beautiful. I mean, I think especially this song, you should at least sing one or two lines and share it to her. I want her to uh, hear it, and
Sure.
she wouldn't have probably heard it or seen it before, and I want her to definitely see this for sure. So
Thank you. Thank
amazing.
you so much.
Sirisha, thank you so much for joining. And I think we've spent an hour and a half. And I think I somehow feel that we could still go for even longer. But I'm definitely going to invite you again for podcast 2.0. And we will do that very soon. And I can't wait for this podcast to go out, and your fans are going to be thrilled. And I'm sure they're going to be very happy with me because I got you on the podcast because they absolutely love you. So just with your poster itself, they message so much and they pour so much love. And I can imagine what will happen when the podcast goes out, and they're going to be super happy. So I'm very excited for that. And I think I love it. This is one of my favorite podcasts, and so cool.
Thank you.
We spoke about our fanboyism for
Yes.
Sir.
Yes, I could feel that energy, like how much respect you have for Rahman sir and how much I admire Rahman sir. It was, matching. That is the reason we could connect so much. And I should mention this. I don't know whether I am eligible to be here along with all the super duper artists that you have been calling, because of course, I have, met Rahman sir in the studio, but I still feel there is lot more to, go. So I feel so humbled to be here and sharing this beautiful memories with you.
Thank you. I mean, you're such a great singer for sure, and keep practicing and break more and more records, and get even more bigger fan following. I would like to see it, and I'm definitely one of your fans, and yes. So I really wish that you get to work more and more with Sir, and he makes you very busy recording for him, and that will be amazing to see. And yeah.
Tadhastu.
So thank you so much, Sirisha, and it's been an absolute pleasure to have you.
Same
Thank you.
here. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
உன்னிதழ் கொண்டு வாய் மூடவா என் கண்
பார்க்கடலில் ஆடிய பின்னும் உன் வண்ணம் மாறவில்லை இன்னும். பார்க்கடலில் ஆடிய பின்னும் உன் வண்ணம் மாறவில்லை இன்னும். என் நெஞ்சில் கூடியே நிறம் மாறவா, என் உயிரில் நீ வந்து சேர்க்க, உதடுகள் ஈரமாய் வாழ்க கலந்திடவா. கண்ணாமூச்சி ஏனடா, கண்ணாமூச்சி ஏனடா, என்